Hello everyone, it is Susan. Welcome to my channel. So in today's video, we are going to work in the second journal that I had set aside that I wanted to complete. We will get this journal fully done in this video, and I'm showing you here all the little pieces that I plan to use on the pages. And I want to use that Yes paste. Boy, it is very gooey and gloppy, but boy, does it hold. So, yeah, I have a decent amount of it left, but it is something I would like to finish up and get off of my craft table. So the pages that you see me using for backgrounds in this journal, like this one right here, is just a background where I sprayed some spray, I don't know, years ago, and I was spraying it through a stencil, and the stencil had windows on it, which you can obviously see. So I had that piece of paper in my stash for a few years, and I found it recently, and I took it out, and I knew that I, wanted to use it, and I thought, well, what a great background that would be. And then these right here, these digitals, are actually freebies from Tracy Fox, and so I cut them out. And I just thought that the colors went really well with this particular background. And yeah, and the way that they just kind of fit right in the windows, it was like, I don't know. So they kind of look like dressers with wings. But I like it. I don't know. And so I was able to, find a way that I thought it looked good together. And, using these backgrounds from long ago is really probably my main goal, right? Like I've been saying, I've been cleaning out for several weeks now. And, I went through, like in my basement, I have quite a bit of crafty stuff down there, but it's stuff that, I don't know, every time I change from like watercoloring to journaling to sewing or whatever, a lot of the time I am just swapping stuff out between my craft room on my main floor and the stuff I have in my basement. And these Cosmo Cricket little sayings, oh my gosh, I got these many, many years ago. So, and again, I would like to use this stuff up. So I kind of feel like if I focus on certain things that it'll get used, like that Yes paste, like those little sticker quotes. Yeah. So, but anyway, so I like the way that page came out, and now we're going to use this, which I also found going through all of my papers. And that's obviously just some, I don't know, like clean off page, or I was just testing. No, I was probably, now that I look at it, it was probably like a drop cloth type paper. So I used to have paper on my desk, and as it became very used looking, I would replace it. And it's like these big pieces of like wrapping paper, shipping. And yeah, so I used to do that, but I don't anymore because, well, I have enough of that. I have a lot. So I don't need any more of that drop cloth type paper, as much as I love it. I have enough for now. So I don't use that anymore. But these two images are from a 1988 calendar I found in my drawers downstairs, and I cut out these two little images, and I thought that the colors were fantastic with the background. I mean, I just thought they were perfect. So I ended up picking out a couple little words for each of them. So these are the Tim Holtz words. So that's what this particular little set of words are, is Tim Holtz. And yeah, so I think that page right there with the girl and the boy is probably my favorite. Maybe you'll have to let me know which page is your favorite out of these that I'm working on. And like I said, we will get this journal completed in this video. So I'm using a little bit of brown Stabilo all pencil, just so that those words pop a little bit. And that's that. So now we go on to the next page. And this is more, on the left side, is more of the drop paper I was talking about. I even remember that piece of washi that is on there. Yeah, I'll show you again in a second. But I'm going to go ahead and, get the yes paste down. It took several minutes to cover each of these pages, and the pages are made with old envelopes. And yeah, so that's what they actually are. And then here, I'm just trying to figure out the best placement. So see kind of right where my hand, it's kind of hard to explain, but like that rectangle, like maroonish color that's on there, that was a piece of washi. I remember putting that on here. Well, you'll see it when I turn back. So I'm just using the ruler. It's a easy way to clean up all of the edges. This was a little hard here because remember that paper has paint on it, so it didn't tear super easily up on top. On the bottom and on the side, it was fine. But up on top, and you'll see it again in a second, there's quite a bit of paint. So it was a little bit hard to tear. And I ended up getting glue like all over this ruler. So it gets really sticky, and I ended up having to wash it. But anyway, it worked out fine. So it was good to get that down as a background. And I figure, well, since I'm a mess, let me just get this down, right? So, and I'm not going to have you watch me put the glue down on the whole thing. This is a jelly print, and I think that it is from Linda. Linda, LP Red Flower. Was that from you? I think it was. In fact, I think two of them I'm doing. Like the last page, I also think is from you. I could be wrong. It was definitely from a swap. But that I'm working on right there, I think that's from you. But you'll have to let me know. And then, so I figure, well, like I said, let me get all the glue kind of done with because I had it everywhere at this point. And yeah, so, I mean, I've had literally this drawer down in my basement that I just kept putting stuff in because I couldn't have everything. I cannot have everything in my craft room. There's just too much. And because, I mean, I've been doing this for like, a good amount of years. So, I've collected a good amount of stuff. All that stuff that you need and you have to have. Well, yeah. So, yeah. So I found these in my drawer downstairs and I love them. And I'm like, oh my gosh, they are perfect for backgrounds. And I brought them up here. And yeah, and they just were perfect to finish off this little junk journal. And I would call this a true junk journal because those envelopes, they were basically junk. I mean, they really could have been in the trash, right? So, But anyway, everybody has different definitions of what a junk journal is. So this is actually a stamped image, and I don't have the stamp. I stamped it many years ago. A friend had these stamps. I believe, I could be wrong, but it might be a Julie Nutting stamp, possibly. And and I've had this in my stash for forever. So I knew exactly where it was going to go and on what paper. And I just love this for the back of this journal. So right there, yeah, I got it all over the table. And so this Liquitex matte medium, it's almost done. And this is probably, I don't know, definitely at least my second one I've ever had. That bottle, that size bottle, maybe my third, but I love it. And I'm going to start using it more. And so I just decided, well, let me get this stuff off of the table and use it. But what I have on my desk is, you know what? I'll have to, in a video, pull out the name of what it is. It's actually meant like for an oven. And so it cleans off really, really, really easily. And I got some big pieces of it, and they fit on my work area really nicely. And I'm able to keep it clean without using paper that I don't need more of. And yeah, it just kind of works for me. And I've been using that. It's not silicone. I can't remember exactly what it's called. But anyways, so you see here that this right here that I'm putting down is a piece from the back page. So, again, I'm trying not to waste stuff, because unless it's a really small piece of paper, I'm going to still keep it and use it on something else. So, yeah, I'm trying to use up as much as I can on these pages. And I have to tell you, I love this journal. I absolutely love it. That right there, those flowers, I think we're just out of a magazine. And then here you can see the 88 up on top. That was also from the 1988 calendar. And I made it so it looks like he's looking at those flowers. Like, isn't that cute? It's so cute. I had a lot of fun with this. I really did. And it's done. It's done. It's it's back in my basement in the completed drawer, right? So now it is completed and I love it. And yeah. So this is a quote that somebody gave me actually in 2014. I remember exactly when I got it. And I am just going to put it down here. Turn your face to the sun. I can't read it. And the shadows will fall behind you. Sorry, I can't read it on my video that I'm recording over right now. But anyways, so then I'm like, well, I'm going to put some washi on here just to give it a little bit something brighter. And I have a lot of washi sitting next to me because I went through all of my washi tapes and got rid of a whole bunch of them. And so I have like little pieces from me testing them to see if they work or not. So here's the flip through. Those 2 pages are a couple years old when I made this journal. Then the rest of it, isn't that a cool? I love that whole spread. I just love it, right? And this was like throwaway stuff that I'm so glad I didn't throw away. I mean, each of these backgrounds are very different, like on this page right here on the spread, very different, right? And then even here we have some background paper like that was like drop paper, and then on the right is a beautiful jelly print, so I just love this journal. But that's it. So this is journal number 2 done. Yep, so I will be working on another one soon. Thank you all so much for being here, and I pray that you all have a wonderfully blessed week and the weekend, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.